guys, my name is Rachel and I'm the founder and CEO of the Chocolate Spoon Company, and we own brands such as the Sassy Spoon, House of Mandarin, Sassy Teaspoon, Grazia, and Wicked China. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make a really easy recipe at home, and you can use any pasta. I'm using spaghetti and it's just super simple. It's a brown butter, sage and hazelnut sauce with pasta. And yeah, so I can't wait to get started on this and show you guys this recipe because it's not only super simple but it's also absolutely delicious. So let's get started. So to start off with, I'm just going to take you through the ingredients. So I've got some cooked spaghetti over here. I've got some chili flakes. I have about 5 cloves of garlic which have been chopped really tiny. I have some chopped hazelnuts over here. I've got about 3 tablespoons of butter, some lemon, and I've got about an entire sprig of sage. And if you don't have sage, I'll talk to you guys about ingredient substitutions as we go along. So let's get started. What I'm going to do first is I am going to melt my butter. So I would prefer if you used like chilled butter as opposed to melted butter or butter at room temperature, because that way you can actually control the browning of the butter a lot better. Because if you use softened butter, then it just starts browning really soon, and you know, you won't get a chance to add your garlic and your sage. Can turn up the heat a little bit. Just waiting for that to melt. So now I'm going to add my garlic. You can already see the butter is starting to crackle and sizzle. So I want my garlic flavor to really infuse. So I'm just, okay, my entire kitchen smells of butter and garlic right now. Don't be afraid to add some more butter. If you like your pasta nice and buttery, then add more butter. You can never have enough of butter. So you want your garlic to just go a slight golden brown. You don't want it to go brown all the way. But you don't want that pungent flavor of garlic, so just keep stirring. And at the same time, your butter will start browning. So if you can see, my butter is actually starting to brown. Now I'm going to add the sage. And I'm also going to add my hazelnuts at this point. Oh my god, I love that smell. So if you don't have sage at home, then you can use basil, you can use rosemary, you can use thyme, whatever fresh herbs you have at home. And if you don't have fresh herbs, you can also use dry herbs. That's fine as well. But sage and hazelnuts are like a match made in heaven. Just want to fry that out a little bit more. As you can see, my garlic, my hazelnuts are also toasting in the butter. And the smell is amazing. So I made this last week for my family and they absolutely loved it. So don't be tempted to turn up the heat immediately. Like, let it take its time in cooking out. The slower you have the heat on, you have more control over how your butter behaves. So at this point, I'm going to add my chili flakes. If you add your chili flakes too early, then your pasta might get a little too spicy. So it depends on how you like your pasta. If you like your pasta a little bit on the spicier side, then add your chili flakes around the same time that you're adding the sage and the hazelnuts. So I'm quite happy with the way that looks now. So I'm going to actually toss my spaghetti, and if you can see, my butter actually has gone nice and brown and toasty, and my garlic's not gone golden brown. It's just got a nice little toast on it, which is what I want. Now to this, I'm going to add my spaghetti. So this is cooked spaghetti. You can just add any cooked pasta that you have at home. You don't have to use spaghetti. So that's the beauty of this dish. You can just play around with whatever ingredients you have lying in your pantry. So I'm just going to do that bit by bit. Oops. Yeah, that tends to happen. That can happen. So I'm going to actually lower the heat right now, because I just want to warm my pasta up. I'm actually going to switch spoons, so this is easier. I'm going to add the rest of my spaghetti. So at this point, if you want to add a little bit more butter, you can. I don't think this needs it, but it depends on how much butter you like. So you just want to glaze your spaghetti with all that butteriness and the hazelnuts and your sage. Okay, ideally I should have used a slightly bigger pot just so I could play around with this, but that's fine. So I'm quite happy with the way that looks. As you can see, I've got like a neat, nice, even distribution of all my ingredients. So now the last step is you're going to take some lemon and you're just going to add some lemon zest to this. So I'm going to turn the heat off actually now, because I don't need that. And just the finishing touches now. Some lemon zest. I would use the zest of an entire lemon. And the lemon just brings out the flavor completely. And at this point is when I'm going to add my salt. I like to add salt over as opposed to while it's cooking. So my salt goes in, and top it off with your Parmesan. Now you can go crazy with the amount of cheese that you want to use, and you can actually use any hard cheese that you have lying at home. So Yeah, depending on what you have. I always have Parmesan in my fridge, so Parmesan it is. So you just want to give that like a nice stir. Get your salt in there. Make sure your lemon is evenly distributed. So there you guys go. That's my super easy and simple brown butter, sage, and hazelnut pasta. And I'm just gonna pop that into a bowl. And this goes really well with some homemade garlic bread. So you can literally just use normal slices of bread and add some dried parsley, butter, and some garlic, and just toast that off in the oven. And it's done. So hope you guys enjoyed that recipe, and do try it at home and let me know what you guys think. Thank you.